I cooked up a third of a cup of bacon, or you can use pancetta, and now I'm adding in 1.5 cups of diced mushrooms, as well as 1 diced onion and 2 cloves garlic, and I'm just gonna saute those for about. So after about 8 minutes of cooking, the mushrooms have softened, so I'm just gonna add in 1/4 cup of chopped parsley and 1 cup of shredded spinach, and I'm just gonna stir this around until the spinach has wilted. So the final ingredient is about 2 tablespoons of finely diced pine nuts, or roughly chopped, I should say, pine nuts. So I'm just gonna stir this through, and then I am going to turn off the heat and just set this aside while I prep the tenderloin. So this is quite a small tenderloin. It's only about 1/2 kg. So I am just gonna start by removing this skin on top. This is just gonna make it really so once this top part is removed, now I'm just gonna cut through the middle of this. You're not gonna cut all the way through because you don't want to get to the other side and cut it in half. So just like this all the way down, and then you should be able to split it open like so. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna cover this with plastic wrap and then hammer it down. Okay, so after I've completely hammered this out, so it's really quite thin now, make sure you don't over hammer it so that there's any holes in it. I'm now just going to spoon the filling mixture over top. So if there's just one thing I hope you learn from watching me cook, it's that I make do with what I have and things don't have to be perfect. For example, I was gonna truss with twine. This is the only twine I have. It's red. I'm pretty sure it's gonna bleed into the meat and look quite gross. I was gonna use toothpicks instead, but I don't have any toothpicks. I only have these skewers. So I made do by just cutting off the end pointy bit there. So even if you don't have all the equipment, make do with what you have. Be resourceful. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna start from the outside and push firmly down and just roll this up slowly, like so. There we go. Slowly, and it's all coming together. I'm actually gonna go halfway and then actually just pull it like this. I think that, you guys, I gotta confess, I'm pretty proud I pulled it off. This is actually not a great piece of meat. I'd recommend using a bigger tenderloin, so I was kind of worried it's all gonna fall apart there. But we did it. So now I'm just gonna stick toothpicks through here just to hold it together. If you were trussing, this is the point where you just wrap the string around it. Basically do what either one you're comfortable with. Or alternatively, if you want to get all fancy, you could wrap it in prosciutto or bacon as well. So now I'm just gonna put the toothpicks in. I seasoned the tenderloin with salt and pepper, and I returned it to the pan with about a tablespoon of olive oil, and now I'm just gonna cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes per side, just until it kind of forms a crust all around and is nice and golden in color.